What's going on, dudes? Kolosalus here. Today, another Diablo 3 video. Today, an in-depth continuation of Reaper of Souls. And I actually thought that would be good to talk about, like the subject I want to talk about, as it is the Mystic and Enchanting and Transmogrifying items. As there was some new information released, I think a couple days ago, to be honest. And there also was not sure if it was an actual interview, or there was just like a Twitter questions answered by actually someone from Blizzard. But first, a disclaimer: everything that you're about to hear in this video will probably get changed. Is 90% chance of this information getting changed over until we have the release of Reaper of Souls. I myself don't actually play too much Diablo anymore, but I'm really stoked because I'm a really hardcore Diablo player. There's just not much for me to play anymore. But I'm gonna be playing a shit ton of Reaper of Souls when there will actually be end game content and stuff, so you can expect that. Yeah. So anyway, let's get straight into this. First of all, I want to give you guys a little overview who the Enchantress is. So her name is Katrina, I think. Let me just find the post here. Yeah, her name is Miriam Jasha, the Mystic. She's a wise woman who offers sage advice during the turbulent times ahead. She and her clan are nomads known as the Vekin, a spiritual people blessed with magical visions. So she's like basically an enchantress type, but she's quite a big woman. I'm not saying there's anything bad with that, but I think, and she will do two awesome things for you. She will do enchanting and transmogrifying. And let's take a look at enchanting first, shall we? So, first of all, you go, you ask Miriam for Miriam. That's just a wrong name for me. So anyway, you go up to Miriam and you ask her to enchant you an item, and she greets you with this screen right here, which you also see on your screen. And what you actually can see down in the player's inventory, that he actually has some new crafting items, which I'm gonna highlight in the video for you. But anyway, so first of all, you click to enchant, and you get greeted with this screen. So this guy chooses to enchant his Echoing Fury. He says, "Alright, it's pretty good, but I wanted to make it better. I think he's a wizard. So he says, I don't want this strength. I wanted to turn it to something else. So you select a property to replace first, and you won't be able to reset every single property. It's just few that we'll be able to change. We still don't have information on which ones will be able and which I won't be able to change. But there we go. That's what he said. And he has a pretty nice Echoing Fury, which gives him 430 strength, 496 intelligence, and 442 vitality. That's a pretty good Echoing Fury right there. But he says, I don't need the strength. So what he does, he chooses strength, and he says, he clicks replace a property, and you see the required materials down below. It actually requires those new materials, those two new materials. So what he does next is, okay, he has a like to the right of the enchant window, he has a window where it says possible properties. So these are the properties he will be able to roll every time he tries to enchant, that one affix, that one that strength affix. And what he gets two out of those. He gets socket 1 and reduces cooldown of all skills by 7, which is bullshit. So of course, all the Echoing Furies with sockets are really expensive, and that's for the reason, because they're good. You can put emerald in there, you can slap anything in there, and it's gonna be good. So of course, he has 3 options: to stay with the strength, to choose the socket or choose the reduced cooldown of all skills. So what he says, of course, he doesn't want strength, he wants a socket. So he chooses a socket, and there you go, complete. You know, it takes away 130,000 and, you know, few items, few enchanting, few crafting items, and there you go. He instead of strength, which he didn't actually need for anything, he has socket, which he can slap, you know, an emerald in there, or a good what's it called, topaz, you know, which gives him intelligence and stuff. So, but also what he can do now, he can re-roll that socket 1. He can re-roll that socket 1 for different, you know, skill, for different affix. So, and you can see that this actually costs more now. It costs 151,000 instead of 130 or something. So this is pretty good, you know. I'm guessing to re-roll an affix you already rolled, it will be much more expensive, which in my opinion is pretty, you know, it's a balance. It's balancing between you know, having this awesome character and actually this guy has 4,300 intelligence. I just realized that. Holy crap, that's a lot of intelligence. Anyway, so yeah, it will be much more expensive to re-roll the affixes and stuff. So anyway, so this is Enchanting. This looks really amazing. I'm gonna express my my opinions at the end of the video. Then let's move on to the next feature, which is gonna provide you with, and this is going to be Transmogrifying. Right, first one is this one. Alright. Sorry about that. Here we go. So you basically you know, go up to Miriam. You said you want to transmogrify an item, and transmogrifying is basically changing an appearance of an item. It's basically when you have an item and you want, you know, it's an awesome item, but you want to change its appearance. And actually, you can actually see the logo on the item itself. It's like a little purple swirl on the top right corner of the item. You can see that this item was actually transmogrified, and it's a nice feature because sometimes I really dropped a good item, but it was like shit color or it just looked shit, so I just sold it straight away. You know, and somebody bought it because they're not as me. You know, they don't care about the look. I do care about that look sometimes, but if you're a guy like me, this is shit for you. So basically, what he does, he goes into Transmogrify, and he's greeted with this screen right here, where you can put an item in. So then he goes into, he uses his pants. He wants them to look better, and there's actually a nice feature, a preview of what you will look like with them, which is awesome. I really like that. And you can see you know, you select a new look, and you can select out of pants which you already dropped after the expansion. They're still kind of contemplating on should you like, if you drop an item before the Reaper of Souls and you identify it after the Reaper of Souls has been released, should you actually gain that new look? And they're still contemplating on that, but the looks that you unlocked in the first, you know, in the pre-expansion won't count, only the after expansion so far. So yeah, so he dropped so many pants, and he says, all right, I want them to look like those gay red pants. And as you see, Transmogrifying isn't actually that expensive. It only costs 500 gold so far. You know, they might change it. You know, in the future they might make it cost like some crafting item or something like that. So anyway, let's move on further. So he, as you can see, he chooses a different ones right now. He chooses Archon Falls as one. Then wait, was actually it? Oh no, it actually shows him the current one. Then he chooses the red one, and then he clicks Transmogrify, and there you go. His pants look like those red ones now, and that's awesome. I mean, I've always been about, you know, the looks of my character, not only the power but also the looks of my character, and I'm really excited for that. So in the background you see some gameplay of me, you know, while I was actually not explaining some stuff, of me farming the first act. I'm still kind of sometimes on and off, you know, trying to record some stuff for you guys. And yeah, so my opinions time. Opinions are basically mixed. You know, Enchanting looks really nice, although it looks like it's gonna be something rare, because it might cost so much, and you won't be able to buy gold, or you will be able to, but you won't be able to like get billions and billions of gold unless you have billions now, and you're not gonna, you know, go through that economy reset when they reset, you know, all of your gold and all of your characters have to start from scratch. Then you won't actually earn so much gold anymore. You're not gonna earn billions and billions. You're basically, you're barely gonna earn a million or two, because you're gonna be, you know, keep spending it on like Transmogrifying and Enchanting and stuff. So you won't be able to do it all the time, and you certainly won't be able to do it, you know, at the beginning of your playthrough. Like for example, me, I'm not gonna go through the economy reset. I just want to keep my, I don't care about the ladder, to be honest. I'm just gonna keep my characters. I'm gonna create new 2 Crusaders, which I'm gonna make a video about soon, and you know, I'm basically gonna have 18 million for myself. You know, I will be able to enchant some items. I will probably enchant them while once I get to level 70, and that's because I don't want to, you know, spend my money on. I'm pretty much just gonna spend some money to, you know, check the new options in Transmogrifying and stuff. But I'm definitely gonna use Transmogrifying. Transmogrifying looks awesome, and if it's gonna be that cheap, I'm gonna be Transmogrifying shit out of my items. Because most items, to be honest, don't actually look that good in Diablo. So yeah, that's my opinion. I really like the idea of Enchanting. It's just maybe a little bit too expensive, but I can see that this actually makes sense, because it's a balancing issue. You don't want people to have too powerful items. I think I'll be finishing there. Yeah, the Mystic looks awesome. She's not the prettiest lady, but she's basically one of the most helpful out of the vendors or the artisans or whatever you want to call them. And also one note, you will still have to update her to Transmogrify or enchant certain items. So as you had to, you know, upgrade your blacksmith and your jeweler, you will also have to upgrade your mystic to level 10. So be prepared for that. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Reaper of Souls. I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that game straight after it comes out. I basically have a booked login. So basically, when I get the game, I'm free to go. I can log in. It doesn't matter what, you know, what people experience, any problems. I'm gonna log in straight away, because, you know, I've got some people. Oh shit! I've got some people that who I know that actually can guarantee that to me. So screw you to all the other you know, live streamers. You guys will be able to see Reaper of Souls on my channel first. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Check out my streaming channel. It's gonna be down below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this little long video, but it's actually really, I haven't seen, you know, like that instructional video in a long time. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Peace on the streets. Enjoy your rest of your day.